Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, all. Right. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether screen visible or not, right?
You are audible.
Fine. Fine. Thank you. So my screen visible to all or not? Is my
Yep,
screen
it's
visible to
visible.
all?
Yeah, visible. Visible.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday. Yes, fine. So yesterday we had some introductory session on this Python. Just I was briefing you. Just I'll take 5 minutes what we have discussed in the last class before we go with the next things. So I was briefing you about why Python. So it's a general purpose programming where any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. See here, Python and Java are the two major programming languages today they're running in that industry for enterprise applications development. Python has got all the advantages. But even I'll just say at the end of the session, is there any limitation? Is any advantage of Java over Python? See, Python, many advantages are there. Any kind of applications we can develop. Multiple programming features it has got. Multiple programming features. What all the features we see in different other programmings, all the features we see in Python. It's a high level language, easily understandable, portable, and even machine independent, platform independent, interpreted language, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. User friendly programming or programmer friendly programming, right? Yes. So a language which is suitable for developing any kind of applications, such a language we call it as general purpose programming. I'll just forward you all these things, right? These notes, clear notes I'll be forwarding you. Okay. So we said we have got two types of languages, low level languages and high level languages. Low level like assembly or machine level language. Machine level languages means they are not understandable. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. But Python is a high level language. The human understandable, easily understandable, looks like normal English statements. They are portable, machine independent. Machine independent, right? Okay. It can run on all the hardwares and all the operating system, right? Yes. Python has got multiple programming language features. What features Python has got means procedural oriented programming features like C language, object oriented programming features like Java, scripting features like shell script, and modular programming features like Modular 3. Yes, Modular 3 here. Okay. So Java and Python are the two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creations. Python has got multi-programming features. Java doesn't have multi-programming features. Only object-oriented programming features only, right? For Java. Java is object-oriented. Python can go with object-oriented, procedural-oriented, modular programming and scripting. That is one. Any kind of applications can be developed using Python. But Java mostly used for only some categories of but not for all that applications. Means, for example, Java is never preferred for this data science environment. Means for machine learning, deep learning, AI, for all these things. Python is mostly preferred. Java is never preferred. Okay. Even for writing many automation scripts, Python is preferred. We write many automation scripts using Python and also thousands of models for different environments. See, I'm not saying like it's not a replacement. Python is not a replacement for, I'm not saying it's not a replacement for Java. See, one thing, in the interviews, if they ask, we have Java from last 20, 25 years. It's running in the market. It's running, right? Why you are going for Python? Can you say any limitation of Python, limitation of Python or any little drawback of Python as compared with Java? Means everything is fine with Python, but one thing I said we can develop any kind of applications, general purpose programming, but one limitation is Python is very less used in developing mobile applications. Python, using Python, we cannot develop mobile applications. See, if you open Google and check it, right, clearly they'll provide in the Google, right? 1 second. If see, Python is the #1 ranked programming language, right? See what is that? Popular coding language, you say. Hmm. Popular coding language, you say. You can see the results for it. Okay, just observe these results. Okay, Python is #1 ranked. Everything Python is provided. Can you see this? Can you see this, right? Everyone able to see this? Hmm? Rank 1 Python. Everyone are able to see this? Can you please confirm?
Yes, yes, Vijay.
Python language #1 ranked only. Java next, C next. Can you see? Okay, web applications, web symbol is there for Python. Web applications you can create. Desktop application, desktop symbol you can see. Embed application you can see. Do you see any mobile symbol here for Python? No, right? For Java, can you see web application, mobile symbol? Can you see? Everyone, are you able to see or not?
Yes, 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 Vijay.
Mobile symbol is
Yes.
there. For C also mobile symbol. For CPP also mobile symbol. For all these mobile symbols are there. Can you see here? Small mobile symbols, desktop applications, web applications, embedded applications. But for Python, you won't see that mobile symbol. Mobile
Embed application means Vijay, what?
embedded. So all type of applications, right? Embedded applications, mobile applications, desktop applications, networking, all kind of applications, but only mobile applications you cannot. That is one limitation. Secondly, okay, if they ask, can you say, okay, Python, Java mostly using Python, any kind of application except a mobile application, remaining all you can do. Secondly, if they ask one more limitation of Python means, see, yesterday I was discussing, right, when I was discussing Python, Python is a interpreted language. Interpretation, line by line execution. Can you see compilation and interpretation difference I was discussing yesterday? Compilation, if you got some 50 lines code, entire code executes at once. Interpretation, line by line execution, right? Because of this line by line execution, Python is a little slower. Understand here? Python is slower than Java. That is one. These two remaining all okay. It's right. Everything Python is good in all the other things. If they ask in the interviews, if they ask, okay, Java and Python, okay, both used, but what are the, can you say any some limit? I'm not saying everything Python. Python, okay, today widely used in everywhere, in every applications, in every high-end technology is used, but still you need to know where it cannot be used, where it is not used, in what is the limitation of Python. These two you can say. And okay, so these are that as part of our course, we'll be discussing procedural-oriented programming with Python, object-oriented programming with Python, scripting, and modular programming features with Python. Because of this modular programming only, Python has got a great boom today, like thousands of modules it is providing. 89,300 modules Python is providing for different environments, right? For data science, separate modules. For big data, it is providing separate modules. For networking, for testing, for operating system, for each and every database, for Oracle, for MySQL, for SQL Server, for each and every file format, Python is providing modules using which we can easily read and write data into that, like CSV, JSON, PDF, XML, math, for mathematical operations, graphs. Today I'll show you some example on this math and graphs. Some Python code you can see. Maximum 99% I'll make you understand without any Python knowledge. This today's whatever coding examples, some 5 to 6 examples I'll show you, program codes. All that 99% you will be understanding. 1% here and there because of we doesn't have any knowledge on Python, but still they look like normal English statements easily without any knowledge. People who are from beginners with zero programming also can easily understand. So this graphs. Okay. Python real-time applications. Python mostly used in developing web applications, automation applications, in machine learning, deep learning, AI. The mostly preferred language is Python, even in big data like Spark with Python implementation. For scientific applications, CP. For numerical analysis, NumPy. We got this Python is providing for graphical user interface, for animations, for game development. Separate frameworks are provided for game development. For scheduling, right? For scheduling tasks, Python providing Airflow. For testing test cases, for business applications, for database applications where Python can connect with any data. Just now I was talking like PyMySQL, CX underscore Oracle, PyODBC. These are the database related modules Python is providing. For network applications, separate framework itself it is providing. For web scraping, these are that URL lib, BS4, Beautiful Soup, right? And for embedded applications, Raspberry Pi, the most famous embedded application which uses Python script. For CAD, 3D CAD applications, for audio, video, for computer vision, right? Face detection, object detection, color detection. Many projects are getting implemented using Python. Even if you see the people from BTech or MTech backgrounds, if you see a lot of projects they are doing in this Python, right? Implementing in Python, right? Face detections, color detections, object detections, right? Data analysis, robotics, and desktop applications, single user console applications. And who are using Python today? These are Google is the best example of Python web application, right? And Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service, Instagram built using Python, NASA using Python for its research and development activities. Uber pricing algorithm. You can see Uber pricing from time to time, the pricing will be changed. That algorithm, right? Implemented using Python and ML. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest applications, Dropbox implemented using Python. Netflix using Python for its security automation. For subscription related things, right? Implemented using Python. Massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation, uses Python. BitTorrent using Python. iRobot for military and commercial operations. And hardware testing. Even many companies they are using Python for hardware testing, like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm. All these they use Python for. Reasons which makes Python super popular, right? So most of the developers or programmers are attracted towards Python, migrating towards Python because of its very less coding. People likes because people likes or people whenever there is very less code, right? People generally attracts towards that. Simple syntaxes looks like normal English statements, multiple programming features. Interactive mode, we can easily interact for if we type a statement, Python gives response for a particular statement also. Statement that is interactive mode, we say. Statement by statement, we can interact with Python. And wide varieties of application. Just now I was just showing you about the various applications and many built-in libraries, thousands of modules. So these are the features which makes it super popular today. People from non-programming or zero programming, right? Just I'll show you some coding examples now. You can check it. First, I'll show you another programming and compare with Python. Both you can see statement-wise, length-wise, you can check. So Python comparison with other programming, right? Yes. Python comparison with other programming, right? Yes. So I'll take a task. Just a small task, accepting two values from the user keyboard. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. First, two major programming languages, Python and Java. First, I'll write using Java. I'll write the code using Java. You can check it. You may think, okay, just I'll take 5 minutes in writing this code and in both Java and Python. And also I'll show you the execution in Java and Python also. Not writing some code on Java and just showing comparing with Python. Even I'll show you the execution in both Java and Python. It takes 5 minutes time. You can check with this. So just a small code in Java. If you have got knowledge in Java, you can just check with this code, import java.io.star. Just I'm writing in Java now. Class, everything should be within the class. Yes, public static void main, right. String aux, S capital. Throws IO exception, right? Yes. Next, input stream reader, right? Yes, are equal to new input stream reader. Input stream reader, new input stream reader, right? Buffered reader. Even we can use scanner classes. New buffered reader, right? Now say system.out.println, right? Enter the first number, enter the first number. Whatever number you are taking, entered as a first number, taken as a string type, string S1. So br.read it, br.read line, L capital. Yes, every statement ends with semicolon in Java. And whatever, if you want to perform addition, the string has to be converted to integer by saying a method called integer.parseInt, integer.parseInt of S1, right? And these three statements again, these three statements, right? Yes. Just I'm pasting here, right? System.out.println, enter the second number, string S2 br.readline, integer, just second number, integer.parseInt of S2. Now, finally, performing addition, system.out.println, saying I plus j. Statements ends with semicolon and just closing it, right? So this is coding in Java, right? Just I'm copying this code. Yes, I'm copying this to a separate notepad file, right? I'm to a separate notepad, I'm pasting it, save it. So here in the C drive, I'm creating a separate folder for this batch, Python 10 p.m. batch. Okay, Python 10 p.m. batch. Okay, within this, I'll save all my Python codes. Now here, I'll save this Java code. What is that? Sample.java. Yes, I'm saving it. Just will take, go at the bottom command prompt. I have got Java in my system. So just I'll take 1 minute in showing you the execution. I'll come off this existing path. Change your directory to this current directory, Python 10 p.m. batch. Yes, change your directory. Now you say compile it, Java C sample.java. We do compilation here in Java, in Python interpretation, right? Yes. Java is both compiled and interpreted. Yeah. Now, just if any errors, will display the errors here. If no errors, you can execute the code. No errors, right? No error in the Java code. Say sample, enter the first number, 10, enter the second number 20, you got the output 30. This is what the Java code, and I will just show you the execution. I don't know like how many of you have understood the code. People who are new or who are got a zero programming or non-programming, right? The statements are little complex for them to understand. What is class, what is public static void main, what is IO exception, what is input stream reader, what is buffered reader, what is read line, integer.parseInt, right? This in every statement, one complex word you can see, right? And if you can see the code, like 10 to 12 lines of code, you can see here for this Java code. The same task I'll implement in Python, make you understand, right? See these 12 lines of code in Java, I'll write in Python not more than 3 lines, not even 1/4 coding. And also the statements will be very simple and easy to understand in Python. Directly I'll write the Python code in the Python shell, right? I'm opening this Python shell, right? I'm writing the code here directly. So what is the task? Just take two values and performing addition. Using Java, I showed you. Now using Python, you can check it. Two values means X and Y I'm taking. So int of input function for inputting a value, enter value of X. So you need to enter the value for X. So that's it. Int of inputting the value for Y. Enter value of Y. First try to input some value for X and Y. Print X plus Y. That's it. This is the coding in Python. For the same task, what we have seen, right? In Java, accepting two values from the keyboard and performing addition. Same thing in Python, entering value of X and Y and printing X plus Y. Save it. Yes. So just to go to this within the C drive. Sorry, within the C drive, Python 10 p.m. right? Yes, I'm saving it here as any name with .py extension, test.py as well, right? Now execute the code here, run model. This execution modes, these installations, everything I'll be showing you in the tomorrow's class. Means downloading Python, installing Python, various execution modes, interactive mode, batch mode, Python software foundation, Python versions, everything I'll be briefing you in the tomorrow's class, right? Now this is the code in Python. Do you see any complex word here or complex statement here?
No.
Just like normal English statement, entering the value of X, value of Y, print X plus Y, right? People who are from non-programming zero, they can easily understand this. Run it to ask to enter the value of X. I'm entering 10, entering the value of Y 20, some 30. That's it. That's why I said there are no prerequisites for learning Python. That doesn't mean that you need to have knowledge on C or C++. No, anyone can update with. So this is the code using Python for the same task.
For just two line of code, it will be like as a dynamic.
What is that?
We use only two line of code. Okay.
Yes, here and entering the first number, here also entering that. You can also say enter the first number here. Whatever you can enter the first number, you can say enter the second number. X value, Y value, X plus Y. That's it.
Okay.
Dynamically
Any kind
enter.
of number here we can enter like 3 digit, 4 digit.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Check it here. So enter the
And
value of X, run module, check it. I want to add
float value
347.
or something.
Y value like 450. 795.
Okay. Any kind of floating value like 2.5
Floating value, floating value you want, you can say here float off.
Acha, okay.
Float off you say. Okay.
Can we add one int and one float value?
So whatever input you want to give, right?
Mm-hmm.
One int, one float means here you enter this as int, this as float. First one number I'm entering as integer, second one I'm float, right? So first one 10 integer type, second one 4.5, like 14.5, right? But in Java, integer dot parse int we say for converting into integer type. So very simple statements here, right? So this is using Python. Some more examples, just for your some more examples I'll show you using Python, how the statements of Python look, and also some modules, like I showed you how to generate graphs in Python without any Python knowledge. I'll make you understand, right? The generating graphs with the 2-3 lines, how we generate graphs. See, one more example, you can check it here. File, new file, and write the Python code, one more Python code. For example, there will say arrays. Here in Python, I'm taking some values. For example, 30, 10, 40, 20, 50. How many values? How many elements? Everyone. 5 elements, right? For example, assume that whatever transactions, for example, some transaction or orders. Today, some hundreds of transactions happened. I'm storing it as part of a list. I want to check it. Okay, how many transactions happen? How many elements? Len of x. That's it. So if you want to know that number of elements, here only 5 elements, you can easily count. But if there are more than 100 elements, you cannot keep counting, right? So generally it gives len function returns the length. How much? 5. What is the length of that list? For example, max transaction happen or max element if you want max of x, that you can say. If hundreds of transactions happen, you want to know the max value, just say max of that x list. What is that? 50.
Len function will be length of character, right?
No. Length of that x list. X is the list name. This is no
Okay.
characters here. List of, this square bracket means in Python we say list of values. So how many values? 5 values. But if there are more than many 100 values, right? I want to know the length. Len means length of that list, x list. 5. Max of that x list, 50. Similarly, if you want to find the min, no need to write codes like other programming using loop and comparing one by one element with other element, right? Directly min of x, it gives what? 10. Similarly, I want to find the sum of all this. What is the total revenue generated? Otherwise, what is the total sum of all this? 30 plus 10 plus 40 plus 20 plus 50. We got a sum, SUM, right? Sorry. SUM, all the built-in functions appears in violet color, right? In Python. Run module. Check it. Sum of that elements 150. This is max. This is min. This is the length. For example, you should have seen sorting in other programming like C and Java, lot of code you see. But here just I want to arrange them in a sorted order, sorted of X, that's it. You will get in ascending order, right? You will get all the elements in ascending order. 10 to 50. Previously it was not in order. You got in ascending order.
Vijay sir, the text will update or else it will show the sorted output? The text array will update or it will just
No,
use
no.
a sorted output?
Sorted of X, store that output in Y. Y will be having the sorted output. X will have that original list. Now print Y. Print Y means the sorted result. Print X means the original list.
अच्छा ठीक है, thank you.
Okay, fine. You are storing the output, the modified output store in Y. The original X remains same here. But still, if you want to modify, you can modify. Okay, you're asking. Okay, first before that modification, you said about ascending. Then if descending order, how can I write? No, see, generally descending means what? Descending means what here?
From top to bottom.
See, this is ascending. This ascending, if I reverse it, will you get in descending or not, right? If I reverse it, 50, 40,
Yes, we'll
30,
get that.
20, 10.
Correct.
If you reverse, you will get 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, right? Reverse it. How will you? No separate function for this. Same sorted of X only. Sorry. Python is case sensitive. Uppercase, lower cases are taken differently. So here, just to say reverse equal to true. By default, it is false. Make it a true. It will reverse it and gives in descending. That's it. Simple statements like normal English statements. Okay, 50, 40, 30, 20. Just now someone asked modification. Yes.
Case sensitive, like a small letter, capital letter, it will be different meaning.
Is here if we give capital S, it is see, meaning is changed. It is not in violet color. You will get error for it. So name error, name sorted is not defined. You will get error for it. So that's why Python is case sensitive. So for example, 5 elements are there. I want to add a new element. X list. I want to append a new element. I want to append a new element to this. So X is the list. To that, I want to append. I want to append what? A new element is 60. That's it. Print X. Now 60 got added at the end of the list. Check it. Run module. See, 60 got added at the end of the list. I want to remove this 40 from this list. Very simple, right? Just like normal English statement. What you want to do? From the X list, I want to remove what? 40. That's it. 40 gets removed. Print X. Check it. 40 got removed or not from that X list. 40 got removed. Okay. Generally, list will have index. This is a 0. If you want to refer to this first element, a 0. Indexing 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, I want to modify this 30 to 35. 35. So X is the list. In that 0th element, I want to modify to 35. Yes, I can modify. Can you see now? You will get, instead of 30, you will get 35. You can modify it. Previously it was 30, now modified to 35. Means you can insert, you can add, remove, modifications, additions, removals, insertions, updations, deletions, everything
So
allowed.
if I want to replace, all characters, like, all zeros into some different. If I
There is
want to
no,
replace all zeros with 5,
see, there is, you want to see here, there is
replace all zeros with 5.
where are the zeros here?
30, 40, 10, 10, 0 is there, right?
You
In
want the
in X,
you want
yeah,
35,
I want to
30, you want 35, 15, 45, 25, 55.
correct.
You
I
want
mean
30.
all zeros, wherever 0 is there, I want to replace it to 5.
See, one thing, these are not characters, right? It's a 30 integers. Characters means we can use replace. For characters, these are integers. We are working with integers. But still, if you want 35, 15, 45, 20, we have got map function. Mapping means mapping for each element transformation. We say map function is there. With that, you can do it. Mapping.
Okay.
For example, 100 elements are there. For 100 elements, I want to add 5 to it. Mapping the same transformation to each element. So those things, now it will be clumsy, right, for the people to understand functions concept. So
Okay.
in this way, you can just have what inbuilt functions, methods, modules to work. Even I'll show you modules. For example, Python is providing 89,300 modules. So the importance of module, what is a module and how to use. Just one example, 2 things you can understand here. One is you can observe the coding of Python. Second thing is the importance of modules here. Import, for example, I want to use a commonly used module like math module. I want to see what is present within this math module, dir, directory of math I want. Just like normal English statement, I want to see the directory of math. What is present within the math module? So I'm saving it. Sorry, .py it is. Maths.py. Now you can see the directory of math. What are the properties you can see in the math module? Okay, you can see, right? Square root, tan, sine, sin h, square root. There are some variables like factorial, here factorial, variable like e, variable like pi. What is pi value generally? 3.14, right? E value.
3.1.
22 by 7.
Yes, 22 by 7 means 3.14. So I just want to print this E and this pi first if there are any variables, right? Just check it, how you can print it. Print, okay, if you want to do anything within the math module, first, within the math module, I want to print the pi value. That is one. It prints the pi value. The same way within the math module, there is a E is there. I want to know its value. Just very simple. I want to know the within the math pi and E value. Pi value is 3.14, E value is 2.71. For example, these are all that the properties of math module. Means, for example, you don't know how to work with this square root. How to use this square root, you doesn't know. How to work with square root, you are new to this. I want to work with square root. Okay. Just like a print function in Python, as it is printing the output. In Python, we have also got help function also, help. You want help on what? Within the math, I want help on square root, I want help on square root. It gives you the help, how you can work with square root. Check it. Not only that, for any property, you can take help. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. Clearly, it is saying for the square root, you provide one value x. If you are providing one value x, it will return the square root of that value. Clearly, it is saying just to provide one value x, I'll return the square root of that value. Once you do that, clearly it is saying within the math module, there is a square root, provide one value, some 16 I am providing. It will return the square root of 16. That's it. 4, right? Square root of 6. The same way, any other functionality, like if you want to check POW is there. You don't know how to work with the POW. POW generally means power. Help I want. Help on math dot. Sorry. I want help on math dot POW. Just check it. It provides you the help on this POW. Help on built-in function. Help on built-in function POW in the module math. Help on built-in function POW in the module math. So clearly it is saying provide two values x, y. I will return the x to the power of, this is the power symbol in Python, double star. X to the power of y. Clearly it is saying x to the power of y. Provide two values, it is clearly saying, right? Within the math module, POW, provide two values 10, 3, 10 to the power of 3. Two values, it gives the output for this. So clearly it will say how many values you need to provide. Two values, 1000, 10 to the power of 3. In this way, you can get help on any module of Python. You can take help of any functionality and you can work. Right? For example, I'll also show you how simple generating a graph in Python. With just 2-3 lines, I'll make you understand. So just with two lines, I'll generate a graph.
Vijay sir, can we compile the code or directly we need to run command?
Directly run command.
Okay.
So here, even for generating graph, we have got a module called matplotlib. Within that, we have got some built-in functionality pyplot. See, every time if you see the previous example, in every line, you need to say math, right? Here also, in every line, I need to use this. But the name is too big. That math is small, but this is too big. So I can make use of alias name or shortcut name as P or PLT. That's it. Now what I will do, the same PLT I will use. There is a plot function to plot a graph. We have got plot function to plot a graph. For plotting a graph, two things required. What are the two things for plotting a graph? X coordinates and Y coordinates. I'll take list of x coordinate values, comma. Now y coordinates also I will take 5, 7, 4, some random values I'm taking. This is a list of x coordinates. These are y coordinates. That's it. Now plot a graph. Show that plt dot show you say. That's it. A graph will be generated. Now run this. See, a graph generates now. Check it. This is the graph. See, x value 1, y is 5. For 1, y is 5. For 2, y is 7. For 2, y is 7. For 3, it is 4. For 3, it is 4, right? So x coordinates and y coordinates, right? So you got a graph. Just, could you see any complex word or complex statement here? Just plot function. For that, you provide x coordinates and y coordinates. For example, you got a solid graph. You got a solid graph. Okay, if you want observe this output, you got a solid graph in blue color. You got a solid graph in blue color, right? I doesn't want in blue color. I want a different color. I doesn't want solid. I want dotted graph. So many styles are there. Later we'll be discussing about it. But I want a dotted style means just to give in this way, you will get dotted format. And whatever color you want, color equal to which color you want, green color or red color, whatever you want, say color equal to. That's it. Like normal English statements. You will get a green color now. Previously it was blue. Now you get dotted format. And if you want a small task here, age values are there. 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, age values. For 20, 20,000 is the salary. For 30, 30,000. For 40, 25,000. Again for 50, 40,000. This is the graph. I want a graph. Run model. Age values and salary values. Can you see 20, 20,000 for 30, 30,000 for 40, 25 for 50, 40,000. A graph. I want some label. Oh, this is age. I want some label here for x-axis age. And for this, I want salary as that label. For title, I want very simple to provide all those. So here also just like normal English statements for X label, X-axis label, I want. What is that? Age. Like normal English statements. Similarly, Y-axis label, Y label we say. Y label means Y-axis label. What you want? Salary. Next, I want a title for that. What is it? For the entire graph. What is the heading title? Some sample graph. Okay. So in this way, you can just provide the colors, the dotted graph, x-axis label, y-axis label, title for it in the simple way, right? Can you see now in the graph? Takes 2 seconds. Can you see x-axis label age, y-axis label salary, the title for it? Simple way. Okay. Fine. So here, if you see this graph, if I use plot, you will get normal plot. Here, instead of plot function, if I use BAR, bar graph will be. If I use HIST here, histogram will be generated. If I say PIE, pie graph will be generated, right? Pie graph will be generated. Scatter plot. In this way, different types of graphs will be generated. One last example I'll show you. I want a pie graph. How simple generating a pie graph? The same statement. Pie. Do you see any complex word here? X-axis label, Y-axis label, title, plotting this. One last example, like one more graph, a pie graph I want to generate. See, I want to analyze how are the sales of a particular product. Product means like mobiles. How are the sales of mobiles? Like I'm taking Samsung Yes, Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus. Some names of the mobiles. Now, how are the sales? For example, August sales are like this. August sales, Samsung 45, Vivo 10, Oppo 15, OnePlus 30. So I just want a pie graph, PIE, I want a pie graph based on August sales I want. Based on August sales, I want a pie graph. In the output, I want labels. Labels. What labels? Nothing but the mobile names only, as the take mobile names only as the labels, I'm saying. PLT dot show. Save it. Okay, just run module. A graph is generated now, pie graph with different colors. Can you see which are the more sales, right? You got more sales for Samsung, next OnePlus, next Vivo, Oppo. Do you see any complex statements or words here? Do you see any complex words? Nothing but the mobile names, sales, pie graph based on August sales. Simple, right? So total Python statements will be simple to understand, like normal English statements, just to showcase what. As I say, some of them asked how will the coding of Python looks simple. So from tomorrow we'll start with the actual things. From tomorrow we'll go with the actual Python. We'll be starting with the Python, starting with Python software foundation, Python versions, Python how to download it and how to install Python, and Python execution mode, interactive mode, batch mode, different editors, different IDs. So I'll be showing you not on a single ID like other training sites. I'll be showing you on different IDs so that yeah. So understood, right? Just I was showing you some sample examples comparing Java and Python code and Python statements. Some examples on these modules. Hope everyone have understood this Python statements, right? Like normal English statements, right? Okay. So once again, you can check this course content. Right, Python basics, Python operations, operators in Python, Python IDs, flow control statements, looping statements. Here only the main headings are given in the, but still will internally, like there will be many side headings. Strings in Python, collections, Python lists, Python tuples, Python sets, dictionaries, functions, right? Modules in Python, packages in Python, errors and exception handling, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts in brief. So regular expressions. See, as part of the course, as I said, procedural-oriented with Python, object-oriented with Python, scripting, modular programming, right? Different types of models like regular expressions, database connectivity, installation of one database, connecting with databases, Python datetime related, OS related, iterators, generators, closers, decorators, web scraping, working with different files, graphic programming, Excel workbook. So introduction to this data science and the Pandas model in brief, NumPy model in brief, and Matplotlib. These 30 topics in brief, like Python core and advanced, and Python who wants to go for Python full stack. The Django framework in brief with many working, that is many examples, applications, like around 15 applications we'll be developing. Yes, can check. And UI technologies like HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript and MySQL, right? So yesterday I was saying you the same thing, right? Yes. Python core and advanced will spend 70 hours, 60 to 70 hours, around 2 months. 5,000 is the course fee for it. UI technologies, right? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. And the Django framework, around 15 applications, right? For Python core and advanced. And apart from this Python, people who wants to go for full stack, right? UI technology, Django, Flask, and project. So here for topics from 2 to 6, Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, 140 hours of 2 months for Python, 2 months for frameworks, 5,000, 7,000. If you're going separately, It's 12K, but if you are paying the entire Python package with a single payment, it is 10K, right? So timings, clearly I say the timings. Once again, I make it clear before you go with the payment process. First week, it will be at 10 p.m. I said. From second week onwards up to the end of the course, it will be at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. So I'm making it clear, right? Offerings from my side, you'll be getting each and every session videos, which is included in it. Soft copy of class notes, assignments, and tasks to work, a WhatsApp group. So you can resumes and interview questions, live interactive hands-on sessions, 300 plus code examples in Python, code and advanced, 15 plus applications in application development. Apart from this, that from DurgaSoft side, whenever you enroll for this course, they are providing Unix, Linux with self-scripting 120 videos access and MySQL videos access worth 5,000 rupees free when you get enrolled for this batch, right? So you can see in the chart, a big message is given by this online team, the contact details, the payment details, the course content details, everything is provided. So just to get enrolled for getting the videos, daily videos, notes, and getting added to the WhatsApp, right? Tomorrow also everyone can attend the session, same timing at 10 p.m. using the same link to see more discussion. From tomorrow, we'll be starting with the actual things. Tomorrow and after tomorrow also people can attend the sessions to see more discussion. So we'll be starting with the technical things, Python from tomorrow. And from tomorrow and from day after tomorrow, we can have some interactive sessions. Means for every statement, if you are building a code, if you're writing some Python statements, for every statement, you people will be responding. What will be the output for every statement, right? Right. Not on a not on a single side, both sides will be interaction, right? Excuse me. Right. Any queries from your side? Anyone? Yeah, Devashish. Any queries? What? Okay. Any other queries from anyone? Right. Fine. Okay. Still, okay. If you have got queries also, you can ask in tomorrow and day after tomorrow session also. So from tomorrow, we'll be starting with the actual course, right?
So Vijay,
Starting.
you are going to provide brief about the airflow as well as part of this course. One of the airflow Python is there, right?
No. Airflow is not part of this. It takes a lot of time for that.
Okay.
Fine. So that is the course content, whatever I showed, right? Some modules related to data science like pandas, numpy, matplotlib, some related to big data, some related to operating system, some related to graphics, some related to databases, some related to regular expressions. So some related to graph. So all these models and how to create our own models in Python, I'll be discussing. As I said, procedural oriented, object oriented, scripting and modeler, and also AI tools used for Python that I'll be discussing, and also working with different IDs. That's why I said 70 hours. It's not like 45 hours course, 70 hours. And also in web development also, we'll be seeing all those prerequisites like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript before we go with actual Django framework, right? Yes. Okay. So if I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, I'm signing off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time, same link. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.